Hello and welcome to Watch Maxie's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. I've shown many H2O watches over the past weeks, and this is a watch which really stands out of the H2O portfolio. It is a diver's watch, no doubt about that, but it is also a racing watch, and more than that, it is an extremely colorful racing watch. Today we have the H2O Kalmar 2 Racing Edition as a limited edition, limited to 50 pieces. You can see the watch is designed according to the Gulf racing team with the light blue and the orange accent, and you can set an accent by hitting the like button, supporting my channel. It really helps me, doesn't cost you much. This watch is limited to 50 pieces, as I mentioned, and although the limitation is quite low, it is still available on the website. And when the watch keeps on turning around a little bit, you can see there is a field with the number 1 just above the 6 o'clock index, and within that field your individual limitation number will be placed. So it is a really unique and personalized piece, and talking about personalization or customization, this is one of the really outstanding features of H2Os. The watch can be customized and can be individualized. Just as an example, here you see a diver's bezel, but there is also an optional heartbeat bezel to measure your heartbeat, which is really a rare feature which I don't see with many watches, and I have never seen it as an optional feature to be added to a standard watch. This watch, although it is really limited to 50 pieces only, starts at a retail price of €892.5, and the version shown here costs €1,035.50, which is not much if we consider it as a watch sold out of Germany with a ceramic bezel, with an ETA movement, with a sapphire crystal, limited to 50 pieces, and an extremely high water resistance, which I'm going to explain in just a moment. This watch for me is a nearly perfect summer watch. Unfortunately for me, it is slightly too big, what I'm going to show you in the wrist shot section of that video. And the watch has a diameter of 42.5 millimeter case-wise, and the bezel has a diameter of 44 millimeter. The lug width is 24 millimeter, and the thickness of that particular watch is 15.6 millimeter, as this is the 3000 meter water resistant version. With 6000 meter water resistance, the thickness is 16.5, and the slim version is just 12 millimeter thick. It is a long watch, lug to lug. Unfortunately, I haven't measured it, but when I put it on my 17 centimeter wrist, or 6 3/4 inch, you'll see it is a big watch and not made for smaller wrists. On the front side, we have a sapphire crystal. We have a rotating bezel with really solid and sound clicks. And we have as a movement the ETA 2824-2. We have a really interesting clasp. It's a skeletonized clasp, And putting it on the way, you'll see on the leather strap, it is not as heavy as on the steel bracelet. The steel bracelet is 236 grams, including the watch, and on the leather strap it's just 148. On my wrist today I have the Archimede Outdoor 41 Protect, and I put it off, and now let's see how the H2O Kalmar 2 Racing Limited Edition sits on my wrist. 17 centimeter wrist, 44 millimeter watch, long lug to lug distance, and you can see it is, according to my perception, too big for my wrist, and that's really a pity, because I think this watch with the Gulf Racing color combination is a gorgeous summer watch, particularly since the strap mirrors the color accents. The light blue and orange stitching perfectly fits the dial. And talking about the dial, there is something which I really love, and this is the circular brushed silver dial besides the color accent on the dial. It is absolutely great and creates a fantastic light reflection in the bright summer or artificial light. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know what the real word is, but these circular brushes are absolutely gorgeous and create a really interesting and unique look of the watch. The indices are applied, the hands are black colored, and the bezel is made from ceramic. The strap is attached to the case with screwed links, really nice, so easy to replace, no risk to scratch the watch. The watch case is vertically brushed, which supports the impression of a high and thick watch. If it was horizontally brushed, it would have stretched the watch a little bit, but the vertically brushed case creates the impression of being even thicker than it actually is. We have beveled edges both on the horns as well as on the crown protection, and the beveled edges are polished. So again, we have a nice light reflection, which is supporting the light reflection and the silverish appearance of the base dial underneath the blue and orange color coding on the dial. I really do love the strap, the thick and solid strap with the blue and orange accents. I could think of the watch on a steel bracelet, but to be honest, I have to say this combination with this strap is really close to perfect for me, and it's an absolutely gorgeous watch, and I'm so grateful that Clemens Hellberg provided that watch out of his private collection and sent it over to me so I could do this particular video. Really great and nice. It's a handmade strap, and you can see the high quality of the stitching, you can see the high quality of the case. And although there is a lot of color on the dial, it is really good to read. And the pin buckle is a buckle I have not seen at any other watch, with the skeletonized sides. Really nice and great, and perfectly fits to the racing character of this diverse watch. I know it's a contradiction in itself, but I think actually that is it. The Kalmar 2 is by definition a diverse watch, and with the Gulf Racing color code, it is a sportive racing watch, so it is a racing diverse sports watch with an extraordinary high water resistance, extremely robust, and despite the color and the silverish accents on the dial, extremely good to read, both in daylight conditions as well as during the night, since there is quite a lot of luminescent color on the bezel as well as on the dial and the hands. I'm going to show you that a little bit later in the video. Before that, I would like to have a closer look to the watch, see the signed screw down crown, the nice crown guards, and the really well fitting bezel and the well manufactured case with the vertical brushing. Well, this watch has certain signs of use. It is a used watch from a private collection, so it's not nip, but it's absolutely well conditioned, and I'm really glad to be able to show it to you. What I would like to know, what's your view? Do you like these kind of colorful watches, these kind of crossover watches, diverse watches, which appear to be a racing watch or a watch which covers two fields in your collection, a sports watch in different areas? I wasn't quite sure if I like or if I dislike it, but when I had it in my hand, I really loved the watch. And here you can see the night view. As I mentioned, it is an extremely bright night view. I did no change of the light or anything, so this is the raw footage I took. It's absolutely great, and you can see the luminescent color is shining to the dial and to the reo, so absolutely great and perfect readability both over the day and during the night. A real gorgeous watch. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's so big, because with that size it is not made for my wrist, and I really do regret that. Yeah, this was the watch. It is, according to my perception, an absolutely fairly priced watch with a starting price below 1,000 euro, sapphire crystal, sold out of Germany, ETA movement, extremely high water resistant, great luminescent power, a wonderful color, outstanding limited edition, personalized limitation number on the dial. So quite a lot of features for a price shy below 1,000 euro. Optional heartbeat bezel, absolutely great. So a lot of features which you don't get with other brands, and you surely won't get it at that price tag. So I'm totally convinced with that watch. If it was a little bit smaller, I'm pretty sure it would have been a perfect addition to my collection. I'm curious to know what you would have changed with that watch. At a first view, I didn't find anything which I think could have been done better or in a different way. For me, this watch is, except the size, close to perfect. So put into the comments what you think, what you would have changed, what you would have liked to see in a different way, and that's something I'm totally curious about. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Within my next videos, there will be another, and for the time being my last H2O. It's going to be another diverse watch, less colorful, but still a very typical H2O. Stay safe, enjoy any day. You don't know what happens tomorrow. Enjoy your watches. Look forward to my next videos. Cheers. Axel.